On September 8, 2025, a tow yard worker in Hollywood called police about a smell coming from an abandoned Tesla. What they found inside would unravel the career of a rising pop star and expose a relationship that had been hiding in plain sight for years. This is the story of Celeste Rivas Hernandez and the man accused of killing her. Celeste Rivas Hernandez was born on September 7, 2010, in Lake Elsinore, California, a working-class town about an hour outside Los Angeles. Her parents had immigrated from El Salvador. She had 2 older siblings, attended Lakeland Village School, and loved Hello Kitty. Neighbors remember her walking through the neighborhood with her backpack and a head full of dark, curly hair. By every account, she was an ordinary kid living an ordinary life. That changed in January 2022, when at just 11 years old, she met a rising musician named David Anthony Burke, better known online as D4vd. By then, D4vd's career was taking off. His breakout hit, Romantic Homicide, had made him one of the fastest rising artists of the streaming era. He had millions of followers on TikTok, a major record deal, and a debut album on the way. According to prosecutors, that was when he and Celeste first crossed paths. They alleged that by late 2023, when Celeste was 13 and Burke was 18, the relationship had become sexual. Over the following year, she reportedly spent weekends at his Hollywood Hills home and traveled with him to Las Vegas, London, and Texas, where she even met members of his family. In February 2024, Celeste's parents reported her missing. Riverside County deputies contacted Burke, who allegedly told investigators he had only met her once and did not know her age. After Celeste returned home, her parents confiscated her phone. Prosecutors allege Burke then drove to Lake Elsinore and paid one of her classmates $1,000 to secretly give her another phone so they could continue communicating. The two eventually got matching tattoos on their right index fingers that read, "Shh." Celeste also reportedly tattooed Burke's name on her ring finger. On April 22, 2025, just 2 days before Burke's debut album was scheduled for release, the pair reportedly exchanged a series of heated text messages. Prosecutors say Celeste confronted him about other women and believed he had promised her a future together. During the argument, she allegedly threatened to expose their relationship publicly, potentially destroying his career before it truly began. The following night, April 23rd, prosecutors say Burke arranged an Uber to pick Celeste up from her home in Lake Elsinore. She arrived at his Hollywood Hills residence at approximately 10:10 p.m. According to the district attorney's office, Burke stabbed her multiple times and remained there as she died. Investigators allege that over the following days, Burke purchased 2 chainsaws, a body bag, and an inflatable pool online using a false name. They claim he dismembered her body in his garage, severing 2 fingers from one hand, including the finger bearing a tattoo of his own name. Then, according to prosecutors, he went on tour. The day after Celeste is believed to have died, Burke performed in Minneapolis. His debut album was released as planned, and over the next several months, he continued touring across North America while, investigators allege, her body remained hidden inside the trunk of his Tesla. On September 8, 2025, one day after what would have been Celeste's 15th birthday, a tow yard employee reported a foul odor coming from an abandoned vehicle. Inside the trunk, investigators found a heavily decomposed, dismembered body divided between 2 bags. Dental records and a tattoo reading, "Shh," confirmed the remains belonged to Celeste Rivas Hernandez. The investigation continued for months. Burke canceled his tour and was dropped by his record label, publisher, and management team. A grand jury was convened, while members of his family challenged subpoenas seeking their testimony. On April 16, 2026, 7 months after Celeste's body was discovered, Burke was arrested at a Hollywood Hills residence and booked without bail. 4 days later, prosecutors formally charged him with first-degree murder with special circumstances, continuous sexual abuse of a child under 14, and mutilation of human remains. The special circumstances allegation makes him eligible for the death penalty if convicted. Burke has pleaded not guilty. An autopsy report released in April 2026 concluded that Celeste died from multiple penetrating injuries to the chest and abdomen, consistent with a sharp object. Due to the advanced decomposition of her remains, medical examiners were unable to determine even basic details such as her eye color. Burke's attorney, Blair Burke, has rejected the prosecution's account, describing parts of its filings as one-sided and based on hearsay. She maintains the evidence will show Burke was not responsible for Celeste's death. The case remains before the courts. Celeste Rivas Hernandez was 14 years old. Her family has said they do not want her remembered as a runaway or as a footnote in someone else's downfall. They want her remembered as their daughter, a girl who loved Hello Kitty, who had her whole life ahead of her, and who never got the chance to live it.